Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Aero Outdoors. My name is Adam, and we have an unboxing coming your way from Mr. Tackle Box. This is the Bass Elite November unboxing, and we got some good stuff in this one. I already took a sneak peek, and as you guys saw from the thumbnail, there's a couple good things. You only see a couple of things that are on the top, but I think we're just going to dive right into this one. I just want to give you guys a little heads up first. I appreciate everybody who's watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. Big time. We are probably going to slow down a little bit. We meaning I don't have a lot of content. We're in the middle of the transition from fall to winter. So where I'm at, so the lakes aren't frozen yet. Can't get out on the water, out on the ice, do some ice fishing, which I didn't do anything last year for ice fishing, but hopefully this year we'll have time to get out there. I really want to, I really need to. I got some stuff I want to test out, some things I put together, like the Garmin depth finder from last year. I did a video on that one. I haven't even got the chance to use that on the ice. This year, that's good. That's the plan. That's what we're going to do. Next, we're going to try, with that said, I'm going to try and do some more unboxings too. I'm going to do some tip videos, my rod setups, bait setups, things that help me catch fish throughout the summer, spring, summer, fall, and we'll go from there. But a lot of the fishing content now is going to be, pretty slim for a little while until we get out on the ice. So just gave you guys a heads up, and so you're not wondering what's going on and why there's no fishing videos lately. Anyways, we'll jump right into this unboxing here. First, we got a bait here. It's Thunderhawk. I haven't seen this one before. Thunderhawk by Grunt Ready. It says Grunt Ready Go. Mr. Tackle Box and Catch Go. I'm not going to pull it out of the package. It's stapled, but what it is it's if I can get in there pretty good here. A couple little angles. Small jig. It's like a finesse jig. It's black and blue. Green pumpkin. I'm trying to find, see if they got a color for it. Name for the color. No, it just says it's just black and blue, green pumpkin color. Comes with a few. It comes pre-rigged and has a couple of trailers on there. But what I want to show you guys is the bottom of the jig is flat. I don't know if you can see that very well. Bottom jig is flat, so not only is this a finesse swim bait, or excuse me, a finesse swim jig that you can throw, pretty much anywhere. This is going to be really good for smallmouth. Obviously, I can't speculate on spotted bass, but it's small enough for spotted bass. I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty good for them too. Largemouth will eat this too, But where I see this thrown is my first thing that comes to my mind is docks, because that flat belly, it's going to be easy to skip. It's going to be lighter to throw, nice finesse around docks. I think that's going to be a pretty good killer around there. You can throw it around weeds. Like I said, there's a clear weed guard in there, hard to see because of the packaging, but it's weedless, and it's going to go through just about anything. The hook looks pretty stout, so you can probably throw it right deep in the weeds and really rip on it if you really want to. It looks like it should handle it. Pretty good little bait there. Really like that. Might hang out of that and give that a shot on some of the smallmouth factories that we have in Minnesota. On this next bait here, it's by Lunker Hunt, the wire arm finesse spinner. This is something I've been kind of playing around with, my own little versions of it. So it looks like a large size beetle spin, like a crappie bait, crappie panfish bait. It's got like a net head. It's got like a size net head, and this is a 1/4 ounce. They call it white ice, and it comes pre-rigged with the trailer, and you get 2 spare trailers as well. Okay, like the other bait, this one's gonna be pretty good for smallmouth. It's nice and compact. I catch a lot of smallmouth on white colored lures, and they won't just bite white. You can catch them on just green pumpkin and others, as you see in my past videos. But I've also caught some good ones on here. I would probably maybe put a little chartreuse on the head of the jig. That might help out as well too. But this is a pretty good all-around bait. This is going to get you bites. You're wondering if there's any fish in the area, throw this. You're going to get bites. Also, pond anglers, excuse me. I can see this being really good for fishing ponds as well, because I mean I don't fish like smaller ponds from the shoreline. I'm just speculating. This is a nice little bait here. One thing I do like is the wire tie here, or sorry, the line tie. It's a loop. It's a closed loop, and it's not open. And the reason why that's a big deal for me is because your line can't slide down one of the arms for any reason at all. Sometimes it happens. So this is a pretty good little bait. Throw it anywhere. It's weeds, docks. Really should be really good around docks too. I would throw this definitely around docks, and you're gonna get bites on this. Okay, this next one, I haven't thrown this before. I haven't seen a lot of. I think I heard a little bit about them. This is a hog farmer, and this looks like what is it called? It looks like your I'll just get out here, the pinkish purple color. I'm having a brain fart on the actual color, but I like these style of baits, you know. So these style of baits right now, so it comes down to thin tail. It's not a paddle tail. It just comes down to, you know, like a kind of like a shaky head, little tail there. It's not like a paddle tail or any kind of a flat style wedge tail or anything like that. What I like to do with these, I like to throw these on spinner baits, bladed jigs, and the thing that guys are doing with these now is they're throwing them on jig heads. You know, they just trim off the nose here, put on the jig head, and all they do is some guys. Okay, so there's a technique they call moping. You just let it sit down there, and you know, you use your electronics, mostly your forward-facing sonar. I haven't done that. I haven't really gotten into that. Tried a little bit of it, but that's just not my cup of tea. I am still learning some things about that technique as well. So I might, you know, try it more in the future, and this would be a good bait for that. But really, honestly, when I first thought about this, bladed jig and throw it on a spinner bait. Shoot, you could even flip this, flip and pitch this too. You know, put a Texas rig, flip and pitch it straight down. This would work really good for that as well too. So these look like good baits. They're ribbed. Trying to see here. What do they say for a length? Proudly made in the USA. Nice. Well, anyways, it looks like about 4 to 5 inch bait. Probably closer to 5. Hog farmer. I think he's gonna find a spot in my box, my boat. I mean. All right, the next bait we got in line here is the Guggen Squad. Excuse me, Guggen Squad Mini Recon. This is the smaller one, and this is the native shad. And the native shad, it's more of a clear color, translucent type bait. Uses in a lot of clear water, where fish are going to be able to see it from a long ways out. Obviously, dirty water, it's going to be hard for fish to see it, but it's got a rattle so they can hear it. So don't count this out in dirty water. Your bites, you probably not get as many bites. So this is going to excel in clear water, and this dives about 3 to 6 feet. So this would be pretty good, you know, even around docks. Pretty good little bait there. We're going to be jumping into another crankbait here. So this one is by Major Craft, and the first thing I see about this bait that I like is that it's got the orange craw color. This is going to be a really good spring color, cold water, and this thing, I mean, what does it dive to? It says, well, 3.5 to 6.5 feet. And it's a little bit bigger of a profile than the Mini Recon. Dives just a little bit deeper. But this is a good one. So what I would do with this is I would actually let this, I would throw this, you know, probably around maximum of 3 feet, 3, 4, 5. And the reason why is because I want to peg this off the bottom. I want it to bounce off the bottom, just, you know, just like a crawdad would. You just around the bottom and just, you know, because they don't usually swim up very high. So I want to beat this off the bottom and get those reaction bites. Pretty good little bait here as well. Next one is the Weston Magic Minnow. All right, so this guy comes pre-rigged, and it is a, we're trying to find the color, but this is, it's also a pre-rigged. Okay, so I said pre-rigged already, but I'll open this one up here so I can show you. Comes with a backup trailer, and man, this thing's got some really good action, like really good action. So first thing I notice, okay, so where's the hook, right? You can see it right here, and it's set up so the hook can set down. You don't have to peg it. So see, take a look at that there. The hook sits down inside the plastic. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to dig the hook down in. You can if you want. Also, check this out. So there's the hook there. It's on a swivel, so it pivots. So it pivots with the body. It gives it more action, and I really like that. I think that's pretty key because it gives it, you know, sometimes you don't want that much action. You want a tighter action, but there's times you really do want that to move. And the other thing is it's weedless. And so you can fish this, you know, a bunch of different ways. And this is about, you know, it's pretty heavy, pretty hefty little bait here for weight wise. It says on the bottom 1 1/16 ounce. So pretty much just call it a 1 ounce bait, just a hair over 1 ounce jig. This is going to get bit, you know, this is going to get bit by a lot of different species of fish. And I can see this getting bit by smallmouth. It might look a little bit bigger, but they'll eat this. Largemouth definitely will eat that. So this bait, so this Weston Magic Minnow, pretty good bait. Where would I throw it? Shoot, because it's weedless, I'll throw it anywhere. The hook looks pretty stout. It's not like super strong, but it still looks pretty good. And so I would throw it in the weeds. Maybe I'd weave it in and out through the weeds. The only thing is the head is going to get hung up a little bit because the line tie is a little bit further back on the head, about in the middle. So you'll want to be careful with that for how thick of weeds to throw it through. I would throw it through maybe some sparse pencil reeds or weed edges. This bait is going to get you some bites. The color, I'm not sure if that's the color. It's just Toby's Ammo. I don't know if that's the color. Forgive me if that's not right. Next bait we're gonna go to is, we got the Net Bait Big Bopper, infused with bait fuel by American Bait Works. This thing you can do pretty much just about anything with. It's like kind of like a speed worm. Pull one out here for you guys, and it's got, you know, yeah, can't smell it, of course, right? Because it's the bait fuel is, you can't smell it, but it's speed worm. Not sure a larger one. It's like a 6-inch speed worm. This is a really good color, natural color. What do they call this one? Just watermelon red magic. And this color is great for any clear water, heavy pressured fish. Texas rig it. You can either slow roll this in the bottom through weeds, or you can swim it. Whatever you want to do. You want to flip it, pitch it, punch it, or throw it under docks. Really good around docks. I've done that. One of my favorite techniques for this, and I've done this on one of my lakes one of the lakes in Minnesota. very highly pressured, and so they got some fields of pencil reeds, and I'll go on the edges and I will chuck this Texas rig in there. You're gonna want some heavier line because you are gonna get, you know, hung up a little bit, and you're gonna lose a couple of rigs if you don't. But they go crazy for this because they're pressured, and this looks more natural to them. And I just get a lot of bites on it. I haven't thrown this particular brand. Usually I throw the Zoom or the Guggen Squad. I can't believe I'm having a brain fart here. Or the Guggen Squad version of it, anyways. But these are gonna get bit. These are really good baits. These are gonna go on the boat. Next, we got some hooks we can use with those worms. The Harmony hooks. They looks like you got a couple different sizes, maybe a 2/0 and a 3/0 size, extra wide gab hooks. I mean, not much to say about them. They're not really stout, so I don't know if I would throw them too deep in the weeds. You can make it work, but they're not real finesse though either. So they're kind of in between. Pretty good little hooks, so you can give it a try. And then next we got, I think you guys have seen this on before, I won't spend a lot of time on it. It's the Headbanger Rocker Head. I've shown this, we've gotten these before. This is the 4/0 version, and it's kind of like a bladed jig, a Texas rig bladed jig, and it just kind of wobbles in through, and it is not like the same. It kind of hunts, and it is very erratic. Really good bait. I like them. I haven't thrown them enough yet, but that's something that we're going to be doing next year a bit more of. I really do like these. I like the concept. I like how they look in the water, and I have gotten some bites on them, so I just needed to fish them a little bit more. Good little bait. Next, we're done with baits, but we got a decal here, and then of course you get the typical dibble stuff and your your dibble book, and you know, the what's inside, you know, what everything is worth, and that's gonna do it for this box. Really good box. Some of the things in there were unexpected, but all in all, really solid box. Love the box. I think I'm gonna get a lot of good use out of it. If you guys get one too, I believe you guys get a lot of use out of it too, no matter where you are in the country. I mean, I don't know if I'm still gonna do these boxes through the winter. I might switch to an ice fishing box just to keep it more relative to my area, maybe. Or I might just still stick with the Bass Elite, just to keep going, because I might be iced over, but some of you guys might not be. So I don't know, maybe we'll split up, do half and half, or maybe we'll do two, maybe we'll do both. You know, who knows? But this box today, this November box, was a really good box, and I really like the stuff that's in it. We're gonna try it out next year, because we won't be able to try any out this year, and see how they work. I don't know if I'll label them as a November box. I'm not sure how I'll do that yet, but we'll figure that out later. As always, I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. I really, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, help me grow this channel, and we'll catch you in the next video.